Hi, welcome to my channel, Thoughts of Fran. Today we're going to learn how to make bulgogi, and it's going to be a beautiful dish like this at the end of this video. So shall we get started? First step, you want to prepare a nice tip roast for the bulgogi base. So I got this nice piece of 1.2 kilograms tip roast from the supermarket. You want to make sure that you freeze the meat for about 3 hours before you cut it like this, and as you can see from the video, it's a little bit soft and it's harder to cut if you don't freeze it hard enough. Make sure to use a sharp knife, otherwise it'll be much harder to cut. And once you have these type of small thin slices, about 2 paper thickness, you should be good to go. Next is the marinade, which is the most important part. We're going to add 1/3 cup of minced garlic, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar, or alternative is agave syrup, which we'll be using. And the reason why I put the sugar and the garlic first, or the bigger sugar particle, is because the particles of the sugar is much bigger than for the sodium, so you don't want the marinade to only taste salty. So you want that marinade to rub in before you put any of the other salts that will take out any water molecules from the meat, and it will shrink into size. So that's why we're putting some sugar and garlic before as part of the marinade. So once you've tossed it around well, you want to set that aside for it to marinate while you prepare for the other ingredients. The first ingredient is onions, and we're going to magically chop them. And we're just going to watch this onion stabilize. And we're going to chop them into thin slices like this. And we're going to use about half a medium onion. Once you have all the ingredients, mix it into the bowl and shake it around, and make sure to embed all of the onions inside the meat and in between and all over. Now we're going to add 2/3 cup of soy sauce. Now we're going to mix it around and change the background music as well, because I don't know how to extend a single piece of music into a single video. So if you know how to do that, shoot me a message or a comment below. Carrots are an essential part of bulgogi because it adds the color but also the nutrients. And the beta carotene inside the carrots is only activated when cooked with heat, so make sure that you cook your carrots before you eat them. And we're also going to add yellow bell pepper, because it also adds color and nutrients to the dish, and it gives that juicy taste. And if you have some mushrooms lying around, you want to add them as well. I bought the pre-sliced mushrooms. And some spring onions that we will finish off at the end of the dish. You can definitely use the bigger spring onion, but I prefer to have the smaller one just for the refined look of the dish at the end. And time for the Symphony of Sizzle. After simmering for 5 minutes, add your yellow bell peppers and let that simmer the same way the onions and the carrots were softened. After the bell peppers have softened, now you're going to add the mushrooms and let that cook for another few minutes until softened to your taste. And now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil to tie all the flavors together. Now we're going to add the spring onions to top it off. Gently toss the dish so the spring onions don't get squished. And now at this point you want to turn off the heat and get ready to serve it. And at this point you want to also add some fine black peppers. That's what the main flavor of bulgogi is. And there you have it, a delicious bowl of bulgogi.